Hi besties, hi bunnies. Coffee's cold, truce brewing. Let's hit the road. Just Machado wheel in hand, time to unfold. Early light breaks, coffee chilling in my grip. Hi besties, hi bunnies, join the trip. Cruising mass highway, spilling secrets for hours. 1 to 3 deep, no holds barred, owning our power. Squad's got my back, riding waves through the storm. Besties and bunnies, keeping it warm. Got that wild spark, singing random and free. Keeping the vibe alive, just you and me. Trolls creeping in, haters twisting the feet. Weak shots flying, but they can't plant the seed. Jabbing in my style, my fire, my rise. Obsessed in the shadows, watching with jealous eyes. Drama stirrers calling drift, but facts don't lie. While y'all view my lights touching the sky. Reddit ghosts lurking, basement critique so low. Keep throwing shade, watch this bunny glow. Meow, 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 meow. Hey. Meow, 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 feel it now. Bunny. Just Machado show, chasing down the real. Besties and bunnies got that unbreakable seal. Meow, 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 trolls fade away. Truth in the air, lighting up the day. After dark or dawn's first gleam, we claim the throne. Justice rolling, meow, if you're in the zone. Meow, meow. Love to my besties trolls. See your truth awaits. Just Machado show. Buckle up. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Feel it now. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Feel it now. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Feel it now. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Bunnies.
I'm here. Just give me a minute. Hold on. Okay, good morning. Things are chaotic here this morning. Good morning, Quincy. Are you okay? Are you doing okay? What's wrong? Come on, let's go get our bodies ready for the day. Reagan, good morning. Good morning, sweet boy. Gonna have to get up, okay? Let's go outside. Come on, let's go stretch. Yep, we don't have time for that. Let's go stretch. Come on, let's go, sweet boy. Yep, you're handsome. Yes, I said that you're handsome. Come on, let's go start our day. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Jack, I'm gonna head out for a bit because I'm gonna do my live. Do you need me for anything? All right, I love you. Okay, come on, let's go. Oh, this is a beautiful day. It's mild. All right, good morning. So Georgia is not feeling well. She came down this morning with a sore throat, like around 5:30. So I took her temp and it was like 99.9. So I had her gargling with salt water and then 2 Tylenol and put her back to bed. I'm very stressed out about that. Because number one, I do not want to get sick, and number two, I do not want to leave her if she's sick. So just bad timing. So there's that.
And then TT sent me at like 6:30. JetBlue grounded all its flights for like 40 minutes. Who knows why? System outage, system failure. I don't know. Listen, I can't add like airplane problems to my stressful life. I will be crippled with fear. I have tricked myself into thinking um the truth, which is the odds of something happening are very slim, and so that's it. I'm going with that. But it interjected itself into the morning nonetheless. So that I'm letting the dogs kind of do their thing, and then we're going to get in the car and I'll kind of pick up the pace here. But also, for some reason, my husband is now downstairs where he's supposed to leave and go very early to his meeting on Tuesdays, and his truck is still here. So I know he got up at 4:30, but why he didn't go, I don't know, which means they maybe canceled the meeting and he's pissed that he got up. I haven't interacted with him yet. I don't really know. I have other stuff I need to talk about. Hold on. I'm going to do a sun salutation while I'm out here on my deck because you know what? I think we need to start our day with this. I just face the sun and I stretch and do all of these things. So just hold on. Hello, Quincy. Hi. Good morning. You're so sweet. All right, we do have to go in though. Thank you for listening, Reagan. Good boy. Come on, I'll make it worth your while. Let's go get some treats. Come on, you can come back and play in a bit. I'll be back. Quincy. Oh, we are moving slow today, Reagan. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Oh, I forgot to cover the birds last night. That never happens. Love that for me. Sorry, Vincent. Sorry, Mia. I don't know how that happened. I was distracted. Hold on a second. Mauser? Mauser? How come you're home? Okay, when are you leaving? All right, Georgia's not feeling well, so she's home. She's got a small temp. So I'm just gonna do my live and then I'll be back home. Okay, Mother. Love you, Mother. Bye, Mother. Cat language is in effect. Good mood. Opposite reaction of what I thought was going to happen. They changed his meeting and did it as a Teams meeting. So he's fine. Good morning, Gingy. Oh, I forgot to give you the treat. I promised you. Hold on, let me do that. Okay, 2 phones, wallet, keys. All right, let's get in the car and like get our shit together here and go over some stuff. Red Bull came out with a new flavor. I had high hopes. It's cherry, but it's cherry something, and I don't know. It's not good. Basically, is what I'm telling you. It's not good. Remember yesterday when in the middle of my live, I did. If you have some time, you want to let him out a little bit more. No, but it looks as if this charger that I bought for the car that's been here since we bought it just wasn't working. We had another one and I switched it out and it's fine. I would have switched and put you in on my other phone. I apologize for like, if there's anybody ever saying, wow, this should be like a nationwide morning show, don't use this one. It may get better. We have absolutely no idea how these shows are going to go. We just wake up and we try our best. But this one so far to date, don't use it. Thank you. Essentially, I am at the whim of my family. That's all you really need to know. Okay, so here we are. We're going to get out of here. Perfect. All right. So, yeah, don't use this show as some sort of like a, hey, have you ever heard 24 on 24? No, I haven't. Oh, you should listen to this one on Tuesday, March 10th. It's the best one ever. Don't do that. Listen to another one. Or if you do, let's start it from the beginning because this is a disaster. Listen, I get up every day. I'm ready to start my day. I know what I'm doing. I have to go down a different path. You know, Georgia stumbles into my room and is just standing at the end of my bed. And I'm like, can I help you? Can I help you? Like, I'm already up because Jeff got up. So, you know, I've been up for an hour and it's like, hi, what can I do for you? And then it's like, oh, my throat. And I was like, back the fuck up. Child, get out of this room. Do not even stand in here. What are you doing? Back up. No. Bye. Leave. Text me. So I'm like, okay, let's see what's going on. Sore throat, great. So I deal with that and I'm like, well, this is how this is going to go. Jack, oh, here's Jack now, is also running late. Jack's got the best fucking outfit on right now. This kid is way fucking cooler than he even realizes. What's up? What an outfit. Wait, where's your book bag? Where's your shit? Okay, okay, already. Wow, bad fucking mood. Number 2. Love that for me. I'm like, where's your book bag? I'm trying to look for it. Okay, dude. Listen, act like you have a stalker lady showing up at your house asking you to solve all her problems that you got to go meet in a parking lot at 8:30. Then talk to me. This car better fucking warm up ASAP. I know it's 40 degrees. Also, I was going to get him to come over here and say thank you because some people send him Venmos, but I don't think he's feeling very gracious right now. So we're going to pass on that. I was going to say he's got a great outfit. He's got a Nas t-shirt on, which I've never seen before. I don't know where that came from. But he looks good. He looks like too fucking cool. Way cooler than anybody I know, actually. But he's got a scowl on his face. What do you all have to be? Listen, you missed it yesterday, but I had to tell that lady I would meet her somewhere so that she would not come to my house again. I'm not going to get out of the car. We're going to do it in a parking lot at 8:30. So we've got a half hour to go get our coffee, and then we're going to go scope out the location. And I'm going to tell her it's live to record. And if she doesn't want that, then we zoom away, and that's it. I don't care. Okay, my son never came back. I was waiting. He's just driving away. Alrighty. The day is starting off peculiar. Okay. Oh, yes, you missed it? Yes. Somebody came to my house yesterday. So let's do that because we've got a short drive to society this morning. Also, there's siding on the side of my house that is buckled underneath the last snowstorm, and it all needs to kind of be like tucked into the seams. I don't want to tell Jeffrey that because he's in a great mood, but it needs to get done. So last week, good morning. Welcome to 24 on 24. I'm your host, Jess Machado. We talk about all things Karen Read for 24 minutes while we're on Route 24. We are a fraud. We are neither one of these things. Nina and Sparkly Rabbit, come at me next. This bus stop live is what it is. Let's move past that. I'm your host, Jessica Machado, also known as Bunny, also known as Queen Bunny, also known as Cunt Bitch Whore, Fall River Whore if you listen to Jimmy songs. I try to provide you with some sort of daily content where we talk about things that happened in the past 24 hours. It is not based off of anything other than what is in my brain. Most of it has to do with my life and my family. Some of it has to do with the shit going on around me. I like to give opinions on those things, and that's what I do here. Don't tell me what to do. Buy merch, and that's it. We're almost at $10,000 worth of merch. Fuck everybody. So there's that. So last week, Mima told me that there was a car driving around the house and she was stressed out about it. And I was like, okay, who's this? What's this? We don't know. I always assume it's me getting served. By the way, I have a deposition scheduled in April. I'm a witness in a Superior Court case. I will take you all along with that. You're coming for the whole thing. It's going to be content for fucking days. I'll talk to you about that in a minute. So a lady is walking around the house. We see her get out of her car, go in. She's older, so it wasn't anything we had to completely stress out about at first. And then I thought maybe it was a bestie dropping something off. That happens. So we see her get out of the car, out of the car, and like, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, we end up finding a paper note in my sunroom, and this lady is telling me that she has a problem and she can't use her phone and that she needs help. And there's no way for me to talk to her, no way for me to contact her, just a note. So I acknowledged the note, and that was that. Well, yesterday morning, I was doing my 24 on 24 in my driveway, ending my live stream, and a fucking person walks up on my property, on the side of my car. Hi, could I do a large iced white chocolate pistachio made with whole milk? Whole milk, not oats, whole. That'll do it. Thanks. What the fuck is Derek? I don't need people making mistakes. If this is fucking oat milk, I will fucking lose my mind today. So this lady, while I'm on my live stream, walks right past my car towards my door. Now, I have a driveway in the front of the house and in the back of the house. I'm on the side of the house. Like, that's where the side driveway is. There's no way she didn't know I was in the car. Pretends she doesn't see me, walks past me, and I'm like, roll down my window. I'm like, can I fucking help you? And she is like starting off nice. And she's like, well, I'm like, I brought the note. I need some help. I mute her because I don't want to invade her privacy, even though she's on my property. But like, okay. So, you know, my soft girl era is like, oh, you're okay? Like, what's wrong? Let me help you, blah, 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 blah. So then I'm like, oh, I recognize right away. There's something going on here. I'm not sure, like, this is something I want to be involved in. However, I acknowledge that in my role as a quote unquote award-winning investigative journalist, and, you know, here I am wondering why this car won't fucking warm up. It's the heat is off because yesterday it was 65 degrees. No wonder these windows are all still fucking foggy. So I'm like, listen, I don't know if I can help you. She's like, well, I need help, blah, 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 blah. So I make a decision that the only way for me to stop this from happening, be clear, is to agree to meet her. So I'm meeting her at 8:30 at Eau Claire's Market, which is right up the street from here in the parking lot. Fine, I'll do that. I agree to that. I send her on her way. I tell her in that conversation, please don't come on my property anymore. You know, this is inappropriate. I have a family, blah, 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 blah. No sooner did I send her on her way is she comes back onto the property. And I was like, not okay. I was like, get off. I told you not to come on my property. And then she's like looking defensive. And that's when I realized there's some sort of an issue here. So we are going to go meet her in this parking lot in public. I'm going to basically figure out what I'm dealing with here. And if I need to, I will just go straight to the police department, which is right there. I have her plate and I'll handle this. I'm going to be honest with you. It seems to me like from what I'm hearing, there is some sort of a mental break here. And this woman has family in her life that's not listening to her children. And I don't know enough. So I'm going to have to deal with it the best I can. So that's going to happen in a few minutes. Buckle up for that. Speaking of crazy, I'm getting the hankering. That's not the right word. Hankering means I want something. I'm getting the notion that Meredith O'Neill is going to be trying to like charge me with some sort of harassment, or she's going to try to sue me for something or whatever. They keep dropping these things like do it for as long as you can and lawyers and blah, 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 blah. And so I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not really looking forward to that, but I do have I've been doing this for a long time. And I am very aware of what I can and can't do. I know it seems like a lot of this is off the cuff, which it is. It really is. But I am also very conscientious of the law and what I can and can't do, because I had restraining orders on me for this reason. Like somebody who was like, I don't want her talking about me. And I am aware of the law. I am aware of what I can and can't do. And none of what I've done has broken the law or anything. I can say that Meredith O'Neill is crazy, and that's my opinion. It's my First Amendment right. It's not a person who lives in anonymity that I am targeting. It is someone who is in the public arena. She's got 14,000 followers. She has posted about me. Whether it's a reaction or not, it doesn't matter. This is a back and forth consistently. But more than that, I'm getting the feeling that Meredith thinks that there is like some sort of like I've got some marching orders from Aidan Carney. And I just want to make that very clear. I talk about this on my own free will, and no one asks me to do anything at all. Just so we are clear. There has only been one time, two times that Aidan has ever asked me to participate in anything, and it had to do with the Olivia Flip video, and you all know how that went. It is the only time I actually was asked to do anything, and it's the only time I ever did it. I talk for a living. about things that are relevant to my listening base, and Meredith O'Neill is relevant to my listening base. And that is how things are going here. I can't speak for Aiden, but I would suspect that Aiden understands that I am not the kind of person that can be told what to do. Do I think that Aiden sometimes, like, backhandedly, subtly will suggest something to me? I never react to him in the moment. I'm 50 years old and I've been around the fucking block once or twice, okay? I've already been down these paths. I already know how things go. I am not a fucking idiot. So if he backhandedly was like, oh, I don't know why that account's post isn't getting more shares, I don't care. I don't share. I'm not listening to that. I do what I want to do when I want to do it. So there's no co-conspirator shit going on here. There's no text messages from Aiden Carney in his phone extraction that would ever show him saying, could you target Meredith today? No, it's just me. Just me, and I like to talk. All my besties and all my bunnies follow what's going on with Meredith, and I talk about it, and that's it. Now, with that being said, so there's that. Put that aside. I am going to continue to maintain that my one singular call to Meredith's employer directly related to a video of me that I felt was anti-Semitic and was should not have been out in the public. And so I made one call to her employer about this because I felt that if they were aware of this video, it would be taken down. There is no way that video was coming down if I texted Meredith or called Meredith. But the video was so bad and clearly in a violation of her policy at work that I was like, this is now, I want to also talk about this. Nobody told me, oh, you should go and file a complaint with her work. No. Nobody directed me to a website. No. Can you figure it out? I get shit done in my life. My son is having a hard time. We figure that out. Georgia has a problem. We figure it out. Meredith posting a video with an excerpt from one of my live streams saying "fuck the Jews" when really I was telling a story about a news story where somebody approached Dave Portnoy and said "fuck the Jews" is a completely different scenario, and I needed to fix that because I understand how the internet could be, and I don't need anybody coming at me, my brand, or my YouTube channel over anti-Semitic rants that weren't real. And so I don't fuck around with that shit. Okay. Again, there are whole websites dedicated to my ass and the size of it. My 5 chins, how fat I am, my coffee order. That shit can exist every motherfucking day, twice on Sunday. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You're not hearing me. I don't give a fuck. You can call me fat 1,000 times. It does not matter. You can call me a bad mom every day. That is never going to hit. Trust me. You don't know who you're dealing with here. You should. I talk enough. Where's my fucking coffee? So, however, I don't know why. I can't explain it. But the minute I saw that video, I was like, this is a problem. And then what do? I handle problems. And so what did I do? How do I get this video down? I reported it on X. It came back. It said it wasn't a violation. Okay, so it's going to stay on there. Thanks, Elon. Then there's the option. Good morning. I'll take a straw today, sure. Thanks so much. You too. Thank you. As a new girl, and she's got a flower in her hair. I was going to say something, but she looked away. So I'm not going to reach out to that girl. I'm not going to connect with her. No, thank you. I'm not Jen Altman, where you fucking text your adversaries. Fuck that, weirdo. Weirdo, don't do that. So I'm like, well, I am shocked that a person who works at State Street can fucking post this kind of shit. There's got to be some sort of policy. So I went online and I looked and I saw that she had a social media policy for her jobby job. Oh, that's good. And based on what I read, this video was a violation of her social media policy. I hate to break it to you. I wasn't thinking about Meredith when I did that. I was thinking about myself. I think a lot of people are thinking, oh, Jess was thinking like, oh, you got to get married. No, no, no. I was thinking about 5150. I was thinking about me. I was handling a me problem. She has a problem, but that's not what I was thinking about in the moment. All I kept thinking about is there's a fucked up video out there that makes it look like I hate Jews. Now, personally, because my children are Jewish, yes, I have a problem with that. But also, I don't want that on the internet where I'm going to have people canceling me and my brand and my money because of fucking anti-Semitic statements that aren't true. So I was thinking about Jesse when I did that, not Mare, not 5150. I was like, it was less about even who it was. This, like, you guys got to understand, like, this was like, I have a problem. I have to fix it. This video needs to come the fuck down. How do I do that? Boom, done, go. And listen, it worked. She's here. Is she fucking here? Oh, she's not even parked in a proper parking spot. She's turned sideways. Okay. She's got a pad and a paper open. Okay. We're in a public place. Don't worry about it. Good morning.
To say, it can even be quicker than that. I know you've got so many different, full life, a really full life. And I again apologize for being. But
I just gotta let you know, I'm doing my live stream right now. So don't say anything that you can't say live. So
why? They can see and hear you.
they can hear me. Nobody can see me. I don't have a camera on. It's just audio.
For that.
So here's what I wanted to say. So two things. The first thing is, after our interaction yesterday, I am concerned that I don't know if I can help you in any way.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not asking you to help me. I just wanted you as a hardworking mom and person who isn't always taken by your heart and your word.
Yep.
People can misconstrue things. I get so that I say things sometimes it doesn't come out the way, whatever.
I hear you.
just need to relate because I'm way off. But all I wanted to say to you was, I've been working on a project. I have been working on it because my mind's been scrambled lately. But I basically had an epiphany lately, and I feel like it cleared up the fog. There was a resident I met years ago, whatever. And my sister had introduced me to him. And I felt like my life was too much at the time. I wanted to spearhead this committee, or be on the steering committee, whatever. I didn't even understand what that meant. I was like, wow, I'm doing life and whatever. I'm old and in this position. But it didn't make sense to me at the time. It sounded real conservative and like, hey, if children have that kind of incest, you just monitor them in the community and all that. How does that make sense? Yeah, I had an epiphany. Children, typically, some realize but I'm talking children with incest. They love you. If you're the person they disclose to, anybody, and you think, oh, I'm going to do the right thing. The child did the right thing. Oh, they're afraid. They're telling somebody they love. Somebody they love isn't believe. They tell somebody else they're not believe. And then if the abuser is saying, "I'll go to jail," the child's thinking, "Well, geez, I love this person. I don't want to go to jail." And I said, I took a whole nother look at it and said, I never wanted anything to go, I'm not big on jail. I don't know how much it does, for certain offenses, drugs, just a little mental illness, a lot of things. But for this, I said to myself, you're not protecting either person, if you tell specifically incest about it, you do the right thing and disclose. And they're telling them, and if you do, I'll go to jail. Nobody wins.
Is this a church that was doing this?
He is
A pastor?
The doctor and a pastor, doctor of theology. So I don't even know because I couldn't get focused on it that many years ago. Reverend, he's dead. You know, he's passed.
Okay.
And I was supposed to take the freaking wheel, and I was like, you know, at that point, I couldn't think straight, and I didn't remember the other people.
How long ago was this?
I don't. That's what I'm saying. I've lost time frames, but I mean, it was, you know.
So are
15
you,
years, you know, 20? I don't know. It was long enough that I have moved and lost track of those names.
so these are things that you're saying you are bringing up forward now after that time?
Yes, something recently. I don't like to use the word triggered, but I mean, all kinds of things were happening, and I was struggling, and I'm like, what am I struggling with? But he's Reverend Hesketh.
Okay.
He lived in Fairhaven.
Okay.
Doctor, but he went by Reverend, or just his name,
Okay.
which I
That's fine.
can't even remember his first name.
Okay.
But he was thinking that's what we needed. I didn't hear private. But actually, this is a conservative. This is going conservative, but it's a very liberal state. And it hit me that, you know what? Maybe here more than ever, there is restorative justice somewhere out there.
Okay.
For victims.
You're losing me a little bit. So basically what you're saying is this reverend at this church,
He
or
wasn't
what,
in
not
the
a church,
I didn't know.
is a reverend.
I don't like the name.
What you're basically saying is that surrounding matters of incest, he was telling victims to not say anything because the perpetrators were going to go to jail.
No.
Okay.
The perpetrator.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the perpetrator.
Yeah.
Is literally scared to go to jail. It's like any other.
Well, why wouldn't they be scared to go to jail?
Right. But if the person, right, of course they are, because that's what it happens to them now. But now that leaves them not able to get help because it seems like the biggest crime. If you're in jail, everybody thinks, you know what I mean?
Yes, it's a crime if you have
I'm saying it is a
incest,
crime.
right?
But even if it's still a crime, but they handle it that the child doesn't have to be the one who know they're going to jail, because it leaves the child vulnerable. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I hear you.
The child is now.
Do you have a specific incident regarding a child and someone?
What I'm saying is, in general, I was having a hard time figuring out how the difference was between any other abuser and child.
But
it's
why
like,
are
if the
you
child's in the
focused on
position-
this situation if there isn't a
Because it
specific?
hit me back. In church, they're saying when things keep coming back at you and it's your mission to do it, whatever. And I'm saying, I never want anybody to go to jail. Not anybody. but
Are
I'm
you
saying,
still going to this church?
No, I never went to his church. He was in my neighborhood.
All
My
right.
sister knew him from the neighborhood.
Okay.
I don't even go to church at the time. He just told, you know, it just all came about.
So why are you so focused on this today?
I'm
But
saying because something that happened to me recently, somebody that came across, it gave me, like, I didn't mean to say triggers or whatever. I was getting, all of it came back up and I was like, this keeps coming up. But what I'm saying is, it's totally, you have full play. You've got all the shows and all the things and all the kids and the family. You're at the point that I was back then going, why did you pick me? I just thought, because you were one of the only people I connected with 3 different things I listened to that you said and whatever, that I thought, you know what? Maybe she, you know, has enough connections or knows how to do things. Oh, just broach the subject, see how people feel about it. I don't
Feel
like to be
but-
on video or have my voice. I don't like.
I know, but what is the actual subject? Say it in one sentence. What is the sentence? Like, what is the subject?
Restorative justice
For
perpetrators and victims of incest.
I would not be
Both
interested
would get
in,
justice.
I would want no interest in justice for a perpetrator of
No.
incest.
No, what I'm saying is, if they think they're going to go to jail, they sometimes kill children because they're so afraid they'll come out and tell. So if she, he, or any age child is afraid because they have any kind of feelings at all for that person, they won't tell. Now they still be victimized. The only way for that child
or even or an adult, whatever, to get justice if they become an adult and go, oh my God, did that happen to me? The only way they're ever going to get justice is if they don't have to connect that to, I'm the one, because that's what they're going to be told, to put him in jail, or they're going to threaten, I'm going to kill my mom. There's no way for them.
Is there so is there a statewide organization of,
I don't know.
that
I
you
haven't
can-
had internet, I haven't had phone, I haven't been able to look into it. I stop at libraries sometimes. I just try to check stuff up. Unfortunately, sometimes I take notes. Sometimes I forget. I'm not in a state of mind to do that. But I just figured that's all I wanted to say. There are people doing parts of it, but for certain crimes, people don't think it's acceptable. And I understand. You're like, no, you went to child, you're going to jail. I get it. But also, it keeps the child victimized.
what is your personal connection to this other than a man that you met 15 years ago?
Feel like, let's say, for example, you knew somebody, your aunt, your cousin, your whatever, anybody that you love that was in a position that you felt they were.
So this is personal to you for some reason because, okay.
Everybody knows somebody that goes through some stuff. All I'm saying.
I don't know anybody that's been a victim of incest.
No, you probably don't.
Okay.
I think you do. But eventually when you go through life, for me, because I've lived a lot of different experiences. I've worked in halfway houses where people had mental issues. I mean, I've been a lot of places. And people end up on drugs or on stage, stripping off. People oftentimes do really, really well. They'll carry that with them. I read a book recently. And it just so many things. I started bringing it to life. What?
So I appreciate that you are passionate about this, and it sounds like it's something that matters to you and that it was something that maybe was brought to your attention before and now for some reason recently
Yes.
is brought back up. So what I'm observing is someone that is passionate about this and is seeking for it to get more attention or.
Right, that's all. That's
So-
all I want. And I don't want to be the face, the voice, or something because. Right
So,
now,
but listen, let me say that in my opinion, your behaviors to try to get to someone, right? Coming on my property and things like that, that lessens, I think sincerity.
I wanted to go back to explain that because.
Well, let me say this first. I do feel like there's some erratic behavior right now,
Yes.
and it seems like you're very stressed out. So my question to you is, like, are you safe? Do you have family?
Yes, I have family. I'm safe. But
You mentioned you
And-
were
and to tell you
homeless
the truth,
before. Are
I
you
did
okay?
stop.
Do you
I
have a
did-
place to stay? Like,
yes, I have all of the things
Okay.
I need. And I was ignoring what they were telling me at church. When a thing keeps resurfacing in your life, that guy saying that, the book says that. I never knew how to listen.
yeah, but you're saying church. You haven't been to church recently?
No, recently I go.
Okay.
But
What
I'm
church
saying
do you go
is
to?
I've gone to 5 different churches. I swear to God. And it sounds like, oh God, stop. No, but I'm saying the story is connected. I didn't necessarily know that I wanted to be speaking about it because my phone was tracked. And the last time
Who was tracking your phone?
didn't get into that. But what happened? I can't. I don't want to. All I wanted to do was say, if this is what you want to look at, I was giving you first crack at it. Then I'm moving.
It's my friend Cheryl.
But all I want, I don't want to hold you up. I know the business. All I wanted to say was, I do want to spread the word to different people that I think. Yeah, let's look into it. This is crazy. I agree. It's not okay for people to do. Care about.
Heck. No bras. Sweatshirt crew. Why should
Listen, as I was trying to say, and you don't have to worry, Cheryl is a friend of mine.
I'm okay. I'm here.
She's-
Hi.
She's okay. Listen, can I make a recommendation to you? Okay. What I would do is, because you are doing research and okay. What I would recommend is try to research or find an organization that deals with victims and see if you can work with them and talk about these things with a specific organization. I don't think I can help you with this. It isn't. It's a little too out there for me. It's nothing personal. I hear you. I'm sorry. Thank you. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you.
Fabio. I was on school drop off. Not a problem.
Cheryl just pulled into the Eau Claire's parking lot like a beast, pulled on the side of me, and it spooked her, and she just ran off. And Cheryl just got right in my car. Hi.
All right. Bye,
You
guys.
see-
Bye, besties. All right. From Westport to Somerset at 900 miles an
You-
hour with the fire department on. Like my son Jake's in the bakery.
See you Saturday.
See you Saturday.
Carol for the win is right. Like, listen, us Somerset girlies, we scrappy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was so relieved when I saw her. I was like, oh, there's an end to this. She just does a peace sign on the window. Oh, funniest shit ever. Listen, I could not read the chat because I was very much invested in what was happening in that, watching her. Something's going on. I don't know exactly what's going on with that woman, and I may never know. So I was trying to figure out a little bit more about it. So it just said the seance. So shout out to one of the besties who sent me literally a cease and desist. She is an attorney. I don't want to give her name, but I do have a cease and desist if necessary. I should print that. Should have handed it to her. But I just, I'd like to give people the benefit of the doubt. It sounds to me like she is having some sort of mental situation, is obsessing over something. She lost me when she was talking about, like, am I reading that right? Like, she was talking like that we, like, restorative justice for abusers and perpetrators of incest. You lost me. I don't know. I'm not sure. I definitely see something is not okay. I also, this is the second time she is telling me she has family, so I feel like, okay, she's got other people. I mean, I don't know if her family knows what she's doing at 8:30 in the morning, but so my take here is that there's probably a lot of things that she's not giving me or telling me, or I don't know. I'm not sure. But there are behaviors that are not traditional or normal, and that includes showing up on my property and things like that. So I think she's harmless. I think she was seeking help. I do have her plate number. I can go take another step or two with this and kind of follow up to make sure that people who know her know that this is what she's doing. Maybe they don't. I think that they probably do based on the conversation yesterday. Her kids are saying that they don't understand her, but she seems high functioning. But she's been to 5 churches recently, so I'm not sure what's going on. But I think we set some boundaries. She understands it's not something I can help her with, and we're pretty much done with that, I guess. Again, like I said, this is not the first time this has happened. Thank you to Cheryl. I will say, the second the car pulled in, I was just like, another one? Like, 2? It's a gathering? What's happening? Then I realized we were safe. Where's my Tylenol? My secret stash of Tylenol is missing from this car. Shit. I have a headache. That caused stress. Alrighty. Anyway. So there's that. Moving on. I have to refocus here. Let's fill 5150, talking about 5150. Nobody tells me what to do. Just before I dealt with that, she was early. I was early. I should have just showed up at whatever. Anyway, basically what I was saying in regards to Meredith is when I called her employer, I was looking out for myself. I was not thinking of Meredith, her job, the consequences of her job. I'm being very honest that those things never entered my mind. I don't know why they would. I was in self-preservation mode, and I was very concerned about myself, my livelihood, attacks that I would be getting. With a large platform of 14,000 people that she has amassed for being someone's girlfriend, I was worried. And so I needed to mitigate that risk of attacks and my revenue stream being eaten up. And I thought the only way to do that would be to see if I could get it taken down through her employer. I was very clear in my comments to them, and I'm sure that is well documented. I did not want her to lose her job. I wasn't asking for her to be fired. I was simply looking for the video to be removed. And within several hours of me filing my complaint, the video was removed. As far as I'm concerned, my business is done there at that point. I don't need to follow up. They followed up with me, but I don't need to follow up. I'm not interested. Thank you for your service. I'm done. You know, I'm confident enough to know that if I went to a court and I asked a court for some sort of help or restraint, they would tell me no, that there's a First Amendment right that she can do whatever she wants. Well, okay. So I'm not going to go and try my luck over there. I've been down this road. I know how that stuff goes. There was no ill intent towards Meredith. You know, I think it's easy for her to lump me into that, and she thinks this is some sort of coordinated attack. Just get it right, Meredith. I was making sure for me. I wasn't looking to hurt you. I didn't wake up to hurt you. You posted a video about me. It could be harmful to me and my work and my brand and my money, and I protected myself. If that inadvertently hurt you, that's not my problem. Fuck around and find out. If you hurt me, there's a chance that I'm going to protect myself. I'm not a pussy. I'm not going to take it up the ass. I'm going to be like, fuck this. That's how I live my life. That's how I am with my kids. That's how we work here. So this is not a proactive measure to go and get you fired from your job. It was me reacting to protect myself. Now, if you want to go after me, go legal routes and do all of that thing, that's fine. I will protect myself that way too. I don't care about your boyfriend, ex-boyfriend. I don't care about anything. I care about me. I think that's very obvious. And there was no fucking like group effort to get you fired. I'm gonna take that even further. I told him what I did, and he asked me, how did you even find that? And I was like, what do you mean? This is what I do for a living. I find shit. He didn't even know there was a website. He didn't know there was a third party anything. And I know exactly what day that phone call was, and I know exactly what I said to him. He had no idea that I had done it. He had no idea how I did it. So there was no there's no puppet master here. The puppet's in my brain. It makes all the decisions. Also, get over yourself. Get over yourself that you think that me, Aiden, Jimmy, and fucking Kim and the Galera all sit around and we start plotting out shit to fucking take you down. That's not it at all. You fucking touch everybody and everybody is in self-preservation mode trying to protect themselves after every fucking wild post you put up. There's a common denominator here. It's you. It's not us. It's you. You're the cause and how we act is the effect. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like there's no other way around this. Like that's what it is. That's how I interpret it. That's how I'm living. Now this whole bullshit thing about like, you know, listen, I don't know if it's been more than 2 times, but 1 time, 2 times is more than enough. You got Jen Altman paying Melanie Little a super chat to read this shit about Meredith. And in that statement, she talks about Meredith being suicidal. If OJ killed Nicole Brown Simpson, if I did it, okay. So if Nicole Brown Simpson was killed by OJ, he writes, okay. So here's Jen Altman sending a super chat like a game, like a goddamn fucking game. You're saying shit like, oh, if this happened, how would you feel? Blah, 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 blah. On a show, on a goddamn show, right? And then you've got a second example of that, of her inboxing Kimberly doing the same shit. Okay? Listen, I know people like Jen Altman. They're a dime a dozen. They are manipulators. And I have fucking known people very close to me who act the exact same way. That is to evoke emotion and a reaction and a change in behavior from the person reading it. But I'm going to tell you something. If you are out here in a public arena talking to 2 content creators with large platforms, and you are saying, what if Meredith killed herself and left her daughter alone? You better believe that those people are going to share that information with their platforms. And you better believe that people are going to interpret that as you're saying your friend is suicidal. What's the matter? When I react to that and I say if she is, she should get into a mental hospital right away. Now you want to back the fuck up and you want to be like, oh, no, she's not. I didn't say that. Or Meredith wants to say, no, I'm not. You can't get it. You can't have it both ways. So I'm very, like, you know, again, I'm allowed to give an opinion on this, which I very clearly did. First of all, if you know somebody who kills themselves, they don't fucking announce it. They are gone. Okay? And nobody I'll be happy to have my husband talk about this. As a friend of his killed himself. And my husband said there was no warning. There was no warning. And I am confident that my husband, had he known, would have done something. And if he saw a post on Facebook from a mutual friend saying A, B, and C about them, my husband would have done something. And it is what I was thinking about when I was reading these posts, that these fucking dumb fucking cunts are out here making fucking fodder and posts and try to get public swayed opinions to their side by talking about this kind of shit is fucking nuts. It's nuts. The layer of crazy continues to be peeled back on a daily basis by these people. And more than anything, I am so fucking glad that Altman is showing who she is. The validation for me is tenfold on a daily basis. I knew what this bitch was about. I knew what she was like. And the fact that it was fucking overlooked for so long is a travesty. What we're here, so it doesn't matter. But I'm just going to say that if you, Jen, if you're online typing out a message talking about your friend, now all of a sudden your fucking friend, your friend of the fucking month, your friend of the month, that's it, friend of the month club. It's a new segment. Look for it tomorrow, Bunny After Dark, friend of the month club. If you're friend of the month now, you're going around and you're messaging content creators to try to get people to back the fuck up off of her. Listen, you're a scumbag. You're a scumbag fucking pig. Everybody fucking knows it. It's not about your ugliness or your lack of lips. It's not about your dried up face or your dried up vagina. It's not about your ugly hair. It's not about your car or your job or your son in college. It's about none of that. You are a fucking ugly fucking human being. And quite honestly, we're so tired of you being here. We are so tired of your fucking mouth and your shit. You bring nothing good to the table, nothing. Maybe people could say the same about me, but at least I fucking balance it out with some funny fucking shit and self-deprecation. You're just a fucking menace. All you do is fucking come here and bring doom and gloom and anger and bullshit and lying and all of this fucking nasty fucking mean girl behavior. You're a loser. So done with you. Who the fuck do you think you are, messaging Kim and getting in her inbox like that? Fuck you. Protect Kim at all fucking costs at this point. Fuck you. And Meredith, you're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. If Meredith is really suicidal, is really saying it's getting too much, here's a fucking idea. Delete your socials and get the fuck off the internet. Start with that. Bare minimum. Start with that. Get off the fucking internet. Shut down. Stop listening to this. You're listening right now. Get off. Stop listening. Go listen to some fucking classical music. Does wonders. Get the fuck off the phone. You won't. You won't. You narcissist. You won't do it. But if that's the case, start with that. Number one. Number two, I mean, when shit is bad for me, when my life is rough, when things are getting really tough, when Kayla Churchill released a video of me and everybody fucking knew about it and I lost my studio, I did a lot of fucking shit, okay? I was, first of all, self-care in my bed, nights. 2, lots of drives out to the beach. 3, lots of time away from the internet because I didn't want to see or read anything because it triggers me. I was painting my beach rocks at the time. I just there's so many things that you can fucking do. But if Meredith is suicidal, if Meredith is saying this is getting to me, I'm not feeling well, I think that this life is getting too much for me. If she's saying those words, her child needs to be taken out of her home immediately and put in a stable environment. That's the first thing. And I'm not a bad person for saying that. This could not even be Meredith. This is somebody else. And believe me, I know people that have had that happen temporarily, and it was the absolute best thing to happen for them. Taking the burden and the pressure off of somebody who is mentally unwell about the day-to-day responsibilities can be very lifting for them. And so taking away the stress of caring for a child is one less thing they have to worry about. If that child's in a safe environment where their day-to-day life cannot be disrupted and you can have peace knowing that person is safe with family and that's fantastic. That is great. Also, take time off from work. Take time off from your job. Go out on a medical leave. Now, in this instance, maybe she is not working. But if you can financially take away from your job or whatever and go get help, go check in to a facility for 7 days and let them help you. Talk to people. We live in Massachusetts. There are so many resources for people who have suicidal ideologies that it's extraordinary. So there's that. Okay. But go away and go help. Go seek help. The next thing, find your family, your parents and your siblings, and let them help you and talk to them. Or if your family, you must interject and you must help. I'm not talking friend of the month Altman. I'm not talking people who live in Australia. I'm not talking people on the internet. You've got to go around people that really know you and really care about you. I love all of you. I absolutely love my fans. I love my besties and I love my bunnies. But when shit was hitting the fan with what was going on with me and losing my studio, I leaned on my family. I leaned on my husband. I leaned on TT. I talked to my kids. Like I just, it's not personal. It's just, those are my people. Those are the people that know me. You know what I mean? So, and so what I'm also very much aware, because I used to do a lot of this with Bank of America. Many times there would be people that were unwell mentally or physically. And there were a lot of court orders and power of attorneys and guardianships that were instituted in a district court, family probate court. And then those court orders come in and, you know, we would change over their bank accounts and things to other individuals or add names or do whatever, so that other people were in charge of life. In the Jacob Pothier case, Kathleen Martin, the woman who was in the vehicle with Jacob Pothier, who was accused of having had a sexual relationship with him, after that car accident, apparently she was unable to make medical decisions for herself. So her sister and her husband had guardianship over her, and in court made decisions, made the decision to take care of her temporarily. And then that order was changed when she was quote unquote healed. In my opinion, she was always fine, but whatever. There's a legal avenue that you can take for other people to come in and start making decisions. I will say this. The only person in this whole arena that should or say do anything is actually Aiden Carney. Aiden Carney should contact her mother and her father directly and make sure they specifically know what he is observing, and at a minimum, share that information with them and say that he thinks that she needs help. I think that at a minimum is what he should do, and that's it. We are maybe assuming that her family knows exactly what's going on, but as testament to this woman who met me this morning, it's possible they don't know what's going on with their mother. This woman that was here today. She seems high functioning, but there's something going on. There's a break there. Like-minded with Meredith, it's possible that her family doesn't know what's going on. How do you know her parents know? If she got fired, do they know she got fired, or did she tell them she's taking a leave of absence? Who knows? So, in my opinion, as an ex of hers, if I were Aiden, I would send a text or a letter to their house and absolve yourself of the responsibility, and that's it. With that being said, she says her parents know, but that's her saying her parents know. You don't know that her parents know. So do I think that I have an obligation to tell her parents? Absolutely not. I have nothing to do with this woman. Aiden does. It's his ex-girlfriend. And I think that he has, I think he has an obligation to let her parents or her brother know. Outside of that, no more contact with them. But like, not even like, oh, you know, she's posting videos and she's doing no, just a simple letter to say, listen, I have been told that she has lost her job. I am seeing a difference in behavior. I don't want to get into it, but I just want to make sure you're aware. And that's it. Or contact her daughter's father and let him, I don't know. This lady that came to my car, I don't know her. I have no connection to her. I'm going to take an extra step to make some sort of like authority or group of people connect with her family to let them know like that she's meeting people in parking lots and showing up at their homes to talk about a story from 15 years ago about incest and a priest. I feel an obligation to let another person know that. So I don't really know. But I will tell you that this suicide conversation is a manipulation tactic from narcissists that want to quickly change the temperament of public opinion. And I refuse. You know how many, listen, I'm going to venture to say many of you have known somebody in your life, whether it's somebody you're in a relationship or something, that when you're in a fight or when a relationship is ending and you've got the leverage and you're controlling the narrative and you're finally going to leave, they start to say, I'm going to fucking kill myself. What's the point of that? The point is to make you stop what you're doing. Don't leave. Don't end it with me. Don't break up with me. Feel bad. Come back. And 9 times out of 10, it works. It pulls at your heartstrings. And more than that, you feel a moral responsibility to change your behavior so that it doesn't result in somebody not being alive. And it's bold to take the stance like I am, which is like, I'm not falling for that. Because if something does happen, it's memorialized as such. And Jess Machado didn't care. That's not true. But I know I know a narcissist and I know a manipulator when I see it because I've been with one. So I'm not falling for that. And more than anything, I want to make sure I put that on Jen Altman. Jen Altman, you are saying that she is unwell? She could be unwell. Anything happens to Meredith, it is on you, Jennifer. You're a state mandated reporter, Jennifer. If she's suicidal, you better fucking report it, Jennifer. So for me, I am very confident in knowing that Jennifer Altman is very close with Meredith and she's looking out for her friend. And Jen Altman is going to protect her and make sure she's okay. And if she isn't, it's on Jen Altman, her friend. Not me, Jen Altman. So let it be known that today, here we are on Tuesday, March 10th at 9 a.m. And if anything happens to Meredith, the blame should be on Jennifer Altman. That is her closest confidant right now, who is advocating for her across all platforms. And if she falls through the cracks, Jen, that's on you. Maybe you should take a leave of absence, Jen, and you should help your friend. Take some time out of work. Go take care of your friend. Stop coming on the internet to manipulate a bunch of fucking people into thinking they can't say what they want to say about her because she's going to hurt herself. I'll say whatever the fuck I want. She is a fucking relentless menace who always has fucking 2 cents to say about me. She dated my friend and my friend broke up with her and she won't fucking let it end. I can say whatever I want about that. She fucking produced a goddamn video about me, for fuck's sake. Is there an account called Nurse Kim's Gasp? Oh, what do we do? How does Kim do it? She says, I should try to get a Nurse Kim impression going. All right. What a mess. What a mess. Listen, Purple Kool-Aid drinker. I jumped on your stream last night. Number one, to check your outfit. On point, as always. White t-shirt, white hat, blue polo. Got it. Check. But I also listened to, because he's a very good talker, right? He doesn't hold back. It's a good flow. That's the way I'm saying. You're doing great, sweetie. But I jumped on, right? And I was like, nice outfit. I'm in the chat. I don't like to interject. Well, I could listen and never let you know I'm listening, but why not come in and get everybody hyped and be like, I'm here. Hi, this is great. Right? So I say hi. Listen, Purple, you went on like a 10-minute rant about how amazing I am and all of these things. And compliments are hard to take for me. I'm much more used to people shitting all over me on the internet. Limit your comments to me that are kind to like 1 or 2. You can't talk that long about me. You can't say things like, oh, I'll do what Bunny says or Queen, but no, you can't. I don't do well. I a shy violet. Don't do it anymore. It's too much. I can't handle it. I blush. It's too much. Too much. This motherfucker was ready to go to war yesterday for me. Oh, there's a person walking. No. He's ready to go to war for me on the internet. And it was the wrong person. And then he was like talking about like Jess is always on time. And that's, listen, sir, this is all just by chance. It's all by chance. But thank you so much for the compliments. But at one point I was just like, please shut the fuck up and stop saying so many nice things about me. I know you don't have to say it. I know. Pat Ford's here. Fuck. So thank you so much, Purple Kool-Aid Drinker. I love what you're doing. I think it's great. You're going to outpace me in my 10,000 subs that I fucking grinded for. Bitches are just going to keep subbing for you because of your fucking arms. And that's just the way it's going to be. And that's it. But you got to hold them there. You got to hold them there. You got to keep them. It's not about getting them. It's about getting them and keeping them. Also, does he have blue eyes? Does he wear contacts that are colored? What am I looking at here? Because in his original picture on X, I didn't realize his eyes were light. It changes things. I like a dark-eyed guy, as you can tell with my husband. But like, are his eyes purplish blue? Why is it Purple Kool-Aid Drinker? Where did that even come from? I'm going to need some information. He's going to be doing a live today during the day. Maybe he will answer that question, but thank you for that. Next, remember I said, please stop sending me Pyrex. So this is how the Pyrex thing started. One day, I was like, do you guys want me to show you my small but humble Pyrex collection? And I had like 5 or 6 Pyrex things. And I was like, let me show you all. Did somebody just drop a fucking $200 super chat in here? That is going to piss Pat Ford off like you wouldn't believe. Don't do it. Don't do it. Let me get my other phone so I can see it. Oh, and my name is still Annie. Maybe far away or maybe real nearby. Aiden has officially called his bus stop lives fake bus stop lives, and I am here for it. So listen, hold on a sec. Hold on. Arkansas Bestie said, my brother passed away by suicide. Nobody understands the pain and hurt that it causes. It broke my parents. It broke my family. It's the worst thing I've ever lived through. It's so sad. The worst thing I've ever lived through, and I've been through some shit. So Jennifer, if that's a real go, get her help. It's not something to take lightly. Hi, bestie. Didn't know that, and that's so sad. You could have texted me that. You didn't have to spend that money. Arkansas Bestie is always very generous, but all right. So one day I said, do you guys want to see my Pyrex collection? I love Pyrex. I'm always looking for Pyrex. And then I showed you my Pyrex collection.
And people were like, oh, you like Pyrex? Good morning. Hi. The guy just walking by my car. Now he's looking back at my car again. I'm not in the mood. What's going on? Okay. Oh, he went to the Packy to go get a Red Bull. Love that for us. So I showed my Pyrex collection. I had a couple pieces and people were like, wait, what's this? And I was like, I don't know. I love Pyrex. I have one of my grandma's pieces that I remember from when I was a kid. And whenever Savers or whatever, I've been looking around for pieces and the besties were like, wait, I have Pyrex. Let me send you this Pyrex. Or then we have some real like bargain thrifters who are like, I'm on the hunt for Pyrex. I've had some people send me Pyrex that belonged to their mothers or their grandmothers. And slowly but surely, I started to amass a collection of Pyrex that required me to clear out a whole new cabinet. Now, just so you know, every single solitary piece that has been sent to me has already been used at least once. I have some absolute favorite pieces. The little dandelion yellow bowl is the perfect size for cereal. I use it all the time. I made a salad yesterday and I sought out that bowl to put it in. I actually feel like I love every piece, but it was becoming problematic because I was running out of room. And so I was like, besties, no more Pyrex. And then a bestie commented and she was like, shit, I can't believe I heard you say that. Sorry, there's a box on the way. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, did a box come? Yes. A box showed up yesterday with, I am going to venture to say, 2 of the most extraordinary pieces of Pyrex I've ever seen. I don't know the exact name of these bowls, but they're like the lacquer looking bowls on the outside and they're glass on the inside, like clear glass. A big, large black one. Clip that. A large black one in impeccable condition. And then a next size down in blue. And then also 3 other ones, all nested carefully in a big box together. And I was reminded how much I love Pyrex. When this opened, I squealed like the Miss Piggy I am. And I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. And as I unwrapped one, I went, oh my God. And then I went, oh my God. And I was like, holy shit. And Jeff comes up the stairs from our office and he's like, what the fuck? And I was like, I know. I was like, but did you look at this one? Georgia comes into the kitchen and she's just like, Mom, who gets the Pyrex when you die? And I was like, Georgia. And I was like, obviously it would be split between you and your sister. But the fact that Georgia is casing the joint now on Pyrex, why, Arkansas bestie? Now I just want to make Pat mad. Didn't mean to make you guys sad. It just triggers me. Let's make today good and forget about the haters. Hi, Pat. Is Pat Ford okay? Is Pat Ford mad? Arkansas bestie is such a fucking badass. I can't. This is my energy. This is exactly what I would do. If I were as wealthy as Arkansas bestie, and I will get there. I'm very close, just so you know, Pat Ford. And everybody else. This is the kind of energy that I would do. I would troll with my millions in chats to piss off people like Pat Ford. You know what's probably so upsetting to Pat Ford is he's looking at that very generous super chat, both of them. How many baseball sports cards could you buy with that money, Pat Ford? How many packs? How many packs? What's good right now, Pat Ford, in the card game? What's good? I'm gonna go to the store and buy a Beckett. Let's go see what's up. Pat, listen, I'm going to be starting a whole new series. It's going to be 3, although one of my besties said it should be a 5 series on how to start your own show in StreamYard use and all of these things. You could start a show where you just unbox cards. People would love it. They would not love your face or your personality, but they would watch for the cards. Who's calling him King Bunny? Don't call him that. Don't give him power.
he will become stronger and then he will overtake. Can you imagine if this little bunny community and army, and here we are being soft and funny, but also kind of cunty sometimes, and all of a sudden we get taken over by King Pat Ford and he comes in, and then before we know it, I'm on the outs. I'm living in some sort of a shed on the back of the property, and I'm getting scraps, and I'm like some old, beaten up, dirty bunny in a cage in a shed in the back of the property, and King Ford Bunny is taking over, and you're all like, oh my God, we love you, King Bunny, and everybody's following him, and before you know it, everybody's like, wait, what happened to Bun Bun? Where is she? And somebody's like, I saw her in the back of the property on a shed. And they were like, who cares? She's old news. Pat, 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 Pat. And Pat is taking over. All because we got sloppy? All because we fucking were like being soft? No. Hold the line. War water. We're at war. Wasn't it Pat Ford who wreaked havoc in Kim's chat? Lest we forget. Lest we forget. No, lucky Linda Lulu. Linda! Linda! Guys, oh my God, Linda, fairy godmother Linda is in the chat. Where are you? Where in the world is Linda today? Linda, I got the key. Linda's here. I instantly got excited. And Linda is very concerned about how King Bunny loves them. Linda is here. Super chat. King Rabbit, bow to me, bunnies. I am your leader now. We can't allow it. We cannot allow it. Pat, I will train you so you can have your own army. I don't know what they would be called. It can't be bunnies. Hot dogs? Like your own little army of hot dogs? I don't know. Wait, where is she? I missed it. I was too busy looking at Pat Ford trying to be. Lucky Linda. She's in Singapore. Good morning to your family. If it's morning or if it's nights over there, I'm not really sure. But I'm so glad you're away, and I'm so glad. Singapore? Where is White Lodi? Where was that? Piper, no. No, Piper. Pat Ford, if you want to lead an army of hot dogs, you must have some sort of cartoon impression in your wheelhouse. I personally have Cartman, and I had kept it from everybody for so long. No, Arkansas Bestie. No. Stop, please stop it. Arkansas Boss said I could do another 100 for Jen Altman to have something to talk about. Arkansas Boss is her husband, and he makes the decisions. This is going to piss off so many people in the worst of ways. I don't actually even know. Please stop it. Don't do it anymore. Please stop. It's becoming obnoxious. It is becoming so obnoxious. I know you all love it. Look. All is right in the world. Lucky Linda Lulu is having a wonderful time in Singapore. If you didn't know, Linda is my fairy godmother who gifted me the wonderful vacation I'm about to partake in on Sunday. She had for 2 years planned a wonderful trip with her family, getting everybody's schedules right. And they were going to Egypt and Jordan. And then Trump started a war and had the audacity to impede on Linda's vacation. I actually couldn't believe it. What are the chances? And so in a matter of a week and a half or 2 weeks, she had to completely scrap this trip and find something else. But she did it, and I actually had no doubt that she would because she's a badass. But I'm glad. I'm so glad. Kelly saying hit the like is her contribution to this whole disaster that's going on in the chat right now. I can't with Arkansas Bestie. The verdict is still out on Pat Ford. It's a joke at this point, but we don't take that guy seriously. If things start to look a certain way with Pat Ford, we can use the drones. We'll just use the drones. That's it. We'll just use the drones. This is crazy. I agree. It's crazy. It's crazy. Thank you, Kelly. Pat Ford can sub while I'm on vacation? Absolutely fucking not. Never. I've only allowed one person to babysit, and it was Jimmy. And I'm going to tell you something. He did such a fantastic job. I mean, the man, he got a wig. Cajun Butterfly. Guys, I am not kidding you. Stop it immediately. I'm going to hyperventilate. Please don't do this. Please stop doing this. I'm not kidding. I'm laughing. I have tears in the corner of my eyes. People are going to literally fucking hate this. This is. Actually, I've never seen this. All we need to do is now summons Nan to the chat. Mini Beaver Moon ceremony immediately. Mini seance commence. Nanthrax, Naniel, if you're there, make this right and drop a $4.99 super chat in here for the fucking trifecta. Stupid. Dumb. Oh no, Felicia is wanting to share. You guys know you can text me if you really want to say something about this. It feels absolutely wrong to accept any type of financial thing to talk about this. But in 2010, I lost a friend that way without warning. Our bestie found her. Cops told him that those are serious about it, won't give signs in order to prevent anyone from stopping them. Yes, I want to keep the energy. What I think is really sad about this whole thing, all kidding aside, is that we're talking about something and there's absolutely no way that they are really serious about this. Jen Altman, as a healthcare provider in some capacity or whatever she does, if she were really serious, she would be doing what she needed to do. Do you know what I mean? And she's just not. Instead, she's out on the internet talking to content creators. Twitter free since 23, since 1999, and says, I have no idea who Patrick is, but here you go. That is quite frankly the best way to say it. Nobody knows who he is. Hello, it is Hello, it is I, Nan. I am 106 years old. Here's $5. Goodbye. I'm sorry, but this is all Nana's worth. Can I donate to myself? Can I do a super chat? Hold on. I can. Done. Oh my God, I'm dying. I felt left out of the super chat, so I had to super chat my I wanted to be a part of I needed to be a part of it. Somebody timed out Pat Ford? Cyber Chick, no! No! Why did you Max Mom says I'm fat and poor. Arkansas bestie, put the phone down. Get off the phone. Stop it right now. Who cares if they hate it? Oh, I'm the new Nan, but not really. She's buying her friends. I don't care. I don't like people. My friend circle is closed. No room. Move on. Bye, Pat, Jen, Meredith, the bear from down under. It's weird. Arkansas bestie, put the phone down. This isn't even a joke anymore. This is Cajun Butterfly sends $5. It says, and Jim and Mayor can split this $2.50 each. Do you know what's going to happen? I don't know what's going to happen, but I do predict that Sparkly Rabbit and Nina are going to do a Spaces, correct? And they are going to lose their collective minds. Cyber Chick says, sorry, this will make up for his cheap ass super chat. What did he see? I didn't see it. Cancel. Hold on. Oh my God. To think less than an hour ago, we were in the parking lot at Orclair's where Cheryl had to come and save me from what was surely one of the most peculiar conversations I've ever had. Good morning, Mermaid Mary. This will be fun to listen to going back. I have no idea what just happened. My head hurts. Also, a cop just pulled into this parking lot. Maybe he's listening. Shit. Hold on. Let me just get my glasses on and take a peek. Are you listening? Blink your headlights twice if you're listening to this. Is that a cop? I can't tell. It's a Ford Edge. I'm highly suspicious of people in the parking lots right now. I don't know what to do. My life is never boring. I don't start it like I didn't start the day. I didn't start the day like this. I started it doing mom things. I'm just a regular mom. We're just regular moms. What were you saying this morning? Don't use this show as an example of 24 on 24. I guess actually we have to. This is actually a quintessential 24 on 24. It was a Ford Edge and it pulled up right on the... I'm stealing money, manipulating my besties. He's coming to arrest me. Felicia is asking, can we get size charts for merch? That sounds beyond my scope of understanding. I will tell you, well, I have more merch coming today that I had ordered. When it all comes out, I will take a peek at it. If you purchased merch, can you give some feedback on it? Let us know. Is it true to size? Is it working? I don't really know. This is the first time. Grifting is illegal. I know it was a joke. I would love to hear feedback. I do know Auntie Deb got a Good Morning Ben Rosa hoodie, and I saw it. He sent me a picture of it. The site you're using should have a size chart. I believe they do. Just force people to send me super chats. I did. I basically threatened that if the super chats did not commence, that this show would just actually be just nothing. And Arkansas Bestie knows you're all poor, and she's not. And so she had to basically cover for all of you. And then she had to ask the boss if she could do another super chat because it wasn't enough. And just basically she's telling you to stop being poor, all of you. Cyberchick Boston is saying, Pat is only timed out for 10 minutes. He'll be back, but the cost of re-entry is $100. We get this. Ocean Behave says, I really don't want Jen Altman to be the reason for this, but it's not true that people serious about suicide don't tell or give signs. I wonder where Jen is when she's listening to this right now. Jennifer, did you see what's happening in this chat? More importantly, skip it. We don't need Jen. Nanthrax, which, by the way, our show has come up with some of the most legendary nicknames of all time. 5150, Nanthrax. What else? What other ones? Like, we take nicknames very seriously here. Good morning, Claire Elizabeth. Every time I see Claire, I just think 10K. She was my 10K winner that day. Nanchop. Oh my God, Nanchop. 60 Grit. We have some of the absolute best. We're a little off track right now. I'm sorry. How dare you manipulate us into sending you money, Meemaw? Oh, not to be confused with Meemaw? Mama. Arkansas Bestie is basically going to have to give Boss Man, these cars are coming out of nowhere. She's joking, kind of. Tell the truth. That's what's going to happen. For the $50 hand job, $100 blowjobs, $1.99 super chats, 3 minutes of sex. Cajun Butterfly, you need V-neck t-shirts. I am working on that. I want to let you know the problem is not all of the colors that I've used for other hoodies and things correspond with the V-necks. So I hate to say it, but the V-necks may be not the same colors, same logos, different color shirts. Like, they come in basics. However, I did speak with a friend of mine. Shout out to Patrick Higgins. He is wonderful with knowing all the things. He reminded me I don't have to just use one source to provide my merch. I can look for other ones. So I am going to look for another company that maybe has alternative options and branch out a little bit. I feel like, do you guys not feel like there's too much merch out there? We went from 0 to 100 real quick. I get it. I also am a merch whore. And so I love merch. Also love my own merch. But I mean, I'm being serious and I'm not being facetious and I'm not joking. Do you guys not think there's too much merch right now? Because there's a lot of different options. There's a lot out there and I feel like it's too much. Jack is like very like less is more and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't know. This is just what people load the money gun. We will reenact this live situation tomorrow night on Bunny After Dark and use the money gun. By the way, the money gun is always loaded. It's on the desk. It's always loaded. We just never needed it before. You don't think it's too much? So what I can do is I can take each thing, like the 24 and 24, I can make that into its own collection and build that collection out and put all the different things underneath it. I will do it. I will do it. I'm very sorry. We are very, very close to approaching $10,000 in merch sales in 1 week. Today makes 1 week. We launched. It's going to be a little over. We're going to sell $10,000 worth of merch. Now, that's because nobody had it. It's going to taper off. But to get things going, wonderful. Kelly just sent a Jess Machado gift membership and Morgan Taylor received it. How lovely. No, you want more merch. Jesus Christ. Can I ask everybody a question? I'm very serious. This is not a joke. It's not related to us because it's not a shtick or a skit or anything that we've talked about. What do you think about a sweatshirt that says Carolyn and JFK Jr. on it? I know TT would like this. We have discussed it. Is anybody watching Love Story? Is anybody in on the JFK and Carolyn thing? And I have a whole take on this that I want to talk about tomorrow. But my thing is, here's my take on this Carolyn and JFK Love Story thing. First of all, on my Instagram, I follow JFK Jr. and Carolyn Seitz long before this ever showed up, like long before. Like, but the problem I have is I am so sad about it. I remember, if I'm correct, it was a Saturday morning when his plane crashed, and I was devastated. I remember sitting at watching it, and I kept thinking, it's no way that they died. Like, the plane crashed and they're going to find them. And then I remember in real time watching the news and them saying that they found a beacon and found the plane. And I was like, well, they're going to find them. And then I remember them on the news. Like, I watched TV nonstop to watch this. And then it came out that they found them in the plane. And then the next thing I saw was them removing the bodies from the wall. And I was just gutted, beyond gutted. I had a major crush fascination with JFK Jr. I was very optimistic about what life was going to be like with him around. George magazine had been a thing. I got one. I wish I still had it. I don't know. It's a weird thing. There is a very big sense of dread that comes over me when I am seeing this. But then there's another thing happening where they had a JFK Jr. lookalike contest in New York City recently. And it's getting a whole new group of people interested in the 90s and all of these things like that. And I just don't know how I feel about it. I know I mentioned it to Julia because Julia watched it, right? So now my daughter is watching it. And she was like, can you make a sweatshirt that says Carolyn and JFK on it? And I was just like, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm not saying I want to make money off of dead guys, because that'll be Charlie Kirk 2.0 for all the fucking haters. But I don't know how I feel about it. D. Johns, can you please put your merch link on or about your channel so people can find it easier? I'm sorry, I always forget to do that. It's bestieheadquarters.com. I'm sorry. Pat Ford is saying, shame on you. I sent $19.99 and your cheap ass sent $4.99 super chat, just $50. Now I send myself $50 because I have FOMO with the chat. I'm not kidding. I see the chat going crazy like that and I want in on it. If you had a channel, Pat Ford, I'd send you a super chat too. Jay Brill found their plane. Emily, those things never cease to make me, it's just endless. Stop giving him attention. Just make Julia her own sweatshirt. Also, I will, I am always willing to take feedback on merch, whatever you guys think. Listen, how I envision this is once we catch up with all of the isms and all of the things that we've done and we get all of that merch growing, that store exists. And then after every show, if something funny comes up, we can always post right afterwards. That's how I envision this will go. Kane is in the chat and he is saying he is looking forward to Saturday. Saturday is our meet and greet. Yesterday I did a couple of things to get ready for it. Today, that is the plan. We didn't get to do all of the things yesterday. So today is the plan. I mean, I've got to go home and check on Georgia and things, but the plan is today to go and get all of the supplies, the rest of the supplies we need for Saturday. I have what it looks like a complete running count of how many people are attending that are paying for the bowling food whole option. The list of people who are attending that are not paying is a little harder to come by. So I am going to try to figure that out. My take is we're going to have around 50 people there, which may be a little unmanageable, but we'll see how it goes. So I think that's what we're looking at. So I'm very excited. It's 6 p.m. on Saturday at the AMF Bowling Lanes in Somerset. They have a great bar. It's an actual great vibe at the bowling alley. Jeff and I have gone out there. Not out there. It's like literally down the street from our house. Like on date nights sometimes. You know what I mean? Like on Saturday, we'll go bowling and we'll have wings and beer, and like that's like it's a really fun environment. We were just talking about this last night, Jeff and I. Where were we? Oh, so last night, hold on one second. Hold. I was going to sneeze, so I needed to blow my nose. So last night, Georgia went out with her boyfriend for dinner. Jack was working. Julia had her birthday last week, as you know, and well, on the 24th. And her boyfriend or her fiance has a birthday just a couple of days after. And so we went and took them just out for dinner for their birthday. We just went to Barrett's in Fall River. But Julia and Aiden are currently very stressed out about a lot of things in life. And it's one of those things where we cannot tell them we told you so. We just have to let them learn from this. So for those of you who don't know, Julia graduated with her master's last May, and she got a job immediately right after graduation. She went to work for a private practice. She's a speech pathologist, and she started working right away. And very shortly after she started working there, she got elevated to a new role there very fast. So it took her workload from however many patients to more. And no doubt Julia can handle that. It's no issue. But right after graduation, now her fiance graduated from UConn with her. He did not get his master's. He went automatically into the workforce as an engineer. So he, for 2 years, has been living at home, kind of waiting and saving money for Julia to get her master's. She gets her master's. They immediately start looking for a house. This is what his goal was to get a house right out of college, an income property. We tried to talk them out of that. We don't want you to get an income prop. Start with a small little house and, live in it for a couple of years, make improvements, flip it, make a little profit, upgrade your house, not the route that they wanted to go. And we finally had to just embrace it. And it was buying a home as a 25-year-old couple in Massachusetts right now has to be, talk about unaliving yourself. It has to be the craziest thing in the world to consider doing. Okay. It is absolutely nuts here. You've got companies from out of state scooping up properties sight unseen for cash. You can't compete with that. But by the grace of God, they found a property and it ended up working out. So they bought the home, they closed, and this was after multiple offers they put in on other properties that never were even considered. Like they put the property offer in and it's like done, gone. Don't even come out. You need another fucking 50 grand to even be considered. This house ended up working out for them. Fine. They bought it. They moved in, but they got engaged also in May of last year. And I said, buy the house and get married the year after in 2027. Not what they wanted to do. So in the span of 1 year, a little over a year, 13, 14 months, there is a graduation with a master's, taking on a new career, buying an income property, planning a wedding, and executing a wedding. Is Stacy Face Travels in the chat? Can you please call me? Because we have to, they're tapping out as far as planning their honeymoon and they need some help. So that was the issue last night, that all of the things that they are planning and responsible for are sucking up joy. And I said, if you had a whole extra year, this could have been stretched out, but the pressure of timelines is making it so that they can't take their time and looking and viewing at things or whatever. Now, there are certain things that are happening that I don't agree with. I do not believe that bachelor parties should be 5 days in Las Vegas. Okay.
but that is what he is doing. I do not believe my daughter should be going to Charlotte. Is it Charlotte, North Carolina, or where is she going? Or South Carolina for 4 nights for a bachelorette party. I think that's crazy. But whatever. I don't think that their honeymoon should be like a bunch of islands off the coast of Italy. That's nuts. There's no wonder that you're stressed out. So Julia is just very stressed. With that being said, I am going to her house today to do her laundry and clean. Against my husband's best wishes, which reminds me, I have to see if she left me the key. There was a chance that she took a mental health day today because she needed to catch up on things, but let's just see if, hold on one second. Hold on one sec. I can't tell what I'm looking at here. Okay. Let me just ask her if she left the key. So that's my plan, is to go there and do some things in her house and help lessen the load because she's very stressed out, which is fine. If I do that and I'm there, I will live and I will just talk to you while I do it. There's that. I forgot where I was going with this. Julia, tomorrow, Julia, I can't remember. Anything I need to know? How's the chat? I left it for a second because I needed to look at my messages. The seagull is so funny. Okay. What time is it? It's 9:30. Thank you, Cyber Chick. Do I think any haters will show up Saturday? It's possible. It's possible. That's very on brand for like Kayla Churchill. I don't want people to do that, but I certainly have a plan for if that does happen, if that makes sense. Anybody going to talk about how I got a straw today? All right. So that's pretty much that. That's 24 on 24 today. This has been a wild. Remember less than a couple hours ago, I was just like, oh, what a morning. I am a little worried about Georgie. But can we be honest? Georgia's been hanging out with her boyfriend over the past couple of days. There's probably some making out happening. So that's probably what we're dealing with here. I feel the need to double down on my vitamin intake ASAP. I saw a video. I don't know how and what things get in my algorithm, but I saw this video of a guy who has a farm, young guy, and he had a lamb that wasn't doing well. And if you follow like Ballerina Farm or Five Mary's Farms, which are two of my favorite Instagram people to follow, basically I've been following them for so long. I am convinced I could farm. If my body would allow me to, I could farm for sure. But listen, it happens where you have lambs that don't do well, especially, look at me, especially if they're 2 at a time. Like the runt will not do well, right? So a lot of times farmers will have to like take them and I don't know who that is. No. We have to take, you have to bottle feed them.
And so this farmer, scooped up a lamb that he found, right? And it was lethargic and not doing well. And he made a bottle, and it was, if I'm correct, Pedialyte and Red Bull and something else. And people were losing their shit. Like, you can't give these animals this and blah, 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 blah. And of course the animal came to and did well. And he has figured out some sort of concoction that essentially gets these lethargic animals back to life. And it's Red Bull is a part of it. And, all of these people are going, you're giving animals Red Bull and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, dude, this is a matter of it's going to die or it's going to live. It's going to die or it's going to live. So are we going to have a carcass here, or are we going to inject Red Bull wings in it and it's going to fly around the fucking farm? What? These are the options. Dead or alive? We're gonna do the Red Bull, and the lambs live. It's wild. It's great. I love it. Love to see it. Makes me feel better about my Red Bulls that I have. Back to the Red Bull that they launched. It's a cherry. What's the name of it? Hold on. I have one. The can is in my car because I haven't finished it. Sakura, Sakura. Cherry Sakura. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to say this. You could have left the Sakura out because is that a flavor? I don't know. I don't like it. It's not a pure cherry. It's not a pure cherry. It doesn't taste good. Mistakes were made. Fix it. Make it regular cherry. And also, I haven't seen the sugar-free one. I'd like the sugar-free one. Look at this woman walking her babies. I miss that. I miss those days. My husband's least favorite day of the year is coming up, St. Patrick's Day. If you don't know, my husband is very fucking angry that the Irish have a whole ass fucking holiday when he believes the Portuguese are far superior and they should have a holiday. The Day of Portugal down in Fall River isn't enough. He wants it to be a nationwide day of celebration, and he gets very mad, which I just passed a house on my street that has an Irish flag out front, and he is pissed. Now, remember, Julia's baby daddy owned an Irish pub for 25 years. Never stopped him from going there, but he did have a chip on his shoulder about it. All right, we're home. Nobody is around my house. The driveway looks safe. We are going to get in the house. We are going to check on Georgina. If you missed the beginning of this, the reason I was late today is because she was sick. She said she has a sore throat. She has a slight temp. We have to check on this. Also, we have to stay a very far distance away from her. I am nervous and scared. Cocaine for lambs. Actually, I'm screenshotting that. Cocaine for lambs. That should be the title of the 24 and 24 tomorrow. Cocaine for lambs. I just love that. Should be a band. Send us to Turtle Boy. He is getting screamed at by Brandy. I can't because I can't do that on here. I can only do it on my laptop, I think. Actually, hold on. I'll send you to Aiden. Let me go. Let's work through this together. Let's see if we can do it. I think I can. Anything you can do, I can do better. Hold on. I think we can do this. Copy link. Check. Stay with me. Stay with me, besties. If you go, you better do Bunny Invasion. YouTube Studio. Here we go. Continue to Studio. Oh boy, we're doing it. In all seriousness, while I'm doing this, beyond generous everybody today with these super chats. Arkansas Bestie, tell Boss Man thank you. Let's see, we've got to go to, is it here? Not languages. It's not analytics. It's, let's see, stand by. We go to channel content. I'm getting better. We're at 24 on 24. We click on that. We're going to scroll down the bottom. Is it made for kids? The answer is no. Geez, absolutely not. Then we go over to, yeah, then we're going to go save that. Then we're going to go over to here. I'm so good at this now. We're going to go redirect. Can you believe? Look at me. God, Jessica. We fucking did it. Tommy, we did it. Okay, I'm going to do that then. Let's go. Wow. I'm so fucking proud of myself. Whatever. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you so much for today. There's really no reason for all of this. It is going to piss people off in a way that you have absolutely no idea. I will exploit that every chance I get. I will bring up these super chats every chance I get. I will post them on Bunny After Dark tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday, last Bunny After Dark before vacations. We may do a Bunny After Dark. We don't know. Have no last night, by the way. I forgot to tell you all that. I did pack and I will discuss it in more depth. Everything that I am bringing is fitting into my overhead and my under my seat bag. I don't know why anybody else needs any more. And I'm a fat bitch, so my clothes is bigger than all of yours, but I still managed to get it all into just those 2 bags. So there's that. Okay, we're going to end. Head over to Aiden. Go give him support. Thank you to all of the besties. It was a really great show. Thank you to Cheryl for helping a girl out this morning. And I hope you have a great day. Maybe I'll go live later. I don't know. We'll see what the day takes us. Goodbye.
It's all your favorite Jess Machado songs.